Hello, this is New Vision TV. I'm Lynn Komjisha. Uganda is home to various people from different nationalities who have, in one way or the other, contributed to the development of the country. Some of these are Indians who are key in Uganda's economic history. They, on the 15th of August, celebrated their 70th independence. In this report, we examine the contribution of the Indian community to Uganda as a country.
The relationship between Uganda and India dates back to the era when traders exchanged goods indoors across the Indian Ocean. Some of the Indians have come back to Uganda as traders or workers. This has contributed significantly to building Uganda's economy in various sectors of agriculture, pharmaceuticals, construction, energy, finance, printing, information technology, education, hospitals, tourism, among others.
Well, Uganda and India share very warm and close ties. As you are aware, that the railways, the railway network in East Africa, including in Uganda, was built more than a century ago with the help of people from India. That was the first wave of people which came to East Africa and also to Uganda. Since then, our relations have been very close. We have added greater substance to our relations, a greater depth as well as a breadth in many areas in political, economic, commerce, defense, security, people-to-people exchanges, and tourism.
Eventually, a number of Indians settled in Uganda. However, in 1972, then-President Idi Amin Dada expelled over 60,000 Indians, saying that they had controlled the country's economy and that he wanted it to return to the Ugandans. The Indians were later allowed to return after 14 years, with President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who had taken over power in 1986.
Last Friday, I announced the decision of my government to ask the British government to take over responsibility for the British citizens of Asian origin living in Uganda.
Anybody can come to Uganda and celebrate the freedom the way they want, which does not happen in many parts of the world till now. So I would really like to thank you, His Excellency President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. At this juncture, we have received the messages also. Our High Commission has received a congratulatory message to the Indian government, and we thank him for that. We appreciate the way we have the freedom of speech in Uganda, the freedom of religious followers, which doesn't happen in many of the countries.
The Indian community says the relationship is now good. Uganda is home where many have been born, raised, and will be cremated. 26,000 Indian families are living in Uganda. Majority are concentrated in Uganda and Jinja. To date, more than 70% of the top taxpayers in Uganda are businesses owned and managed by Indians. These contribute 65% of the domestic revenue, playing a big role in Uganda's development. Such ventures include banks, farms, supermarkets, and shopping malls. Work relationships have fostered export and import relationship between the two countries, seeing majority of Indian exports to Uganda as pharmaceutical products, nuclear reactors, plastic, and paper. The major commodities of exports from Uganda to India are vegetables, roots and tubers, coffee, tea, wood, cotton, essential oils, and cocoa.
India has made considerable progress, and today we are the third largest economy in the world. We have achieved a lot. But let me put this in a different context. Our relations with Africa in general have been very close, very warm, and we have always assisted the African countries in their quest for national development and economic growth. If you look at the summit which took place in 2015, the India-Africa summit, the Honorable Prime Minister of India announced soft loans up to 10 billion US dollars for the African countries.
In turn, local entrepreneur skills have been enhanced and more jobs created, especially for the rural youth. Whereas the country recognizes Indians as a tribe or not, they have a big stake in the country.
You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at Chisizi Falls. These beautiful falls lie on Chabamba River, a few meters from Chisizi Hospital in Rukunji district, which borders Kabale district. The falls are about 30 meters high, dropping water into a gorge. Whoever visits these falls will be met by mist at least 100 meters away, welcoming you to falls that have a strong cultural attachment. In the trees at Chisizi flows Chisizi Falls. Its water flows and eventually drain into Lake Edward. Chisizi is known to have instilled morals in Bachiga girls who were not married. It is reported that at these falls, unmarried pregnant Bachiga girls could be thrown to their deaths. When the practice was stopped, the falls area became a place of hope and healing as the Church of Uganda established Chisizi Hospital in 1958. Chisizi Falls' beauty is comprised of many magnificent creatures such as birds of all sizes and colors, giving you the pleasure of bird watching. Other activities to engage in here are forest walks, sightseeing, photography experiences, among others. For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website on www.newvision.co.ug. And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I am Lynn Komjisha.